Hello, welcome to Pensions 101, a series designed to help you make sense of pensions. My name is Martin, and today we're going to be talking about SIPPs. SIPP stands for Self-Invested Personal Pension. SIPPs are a type of pension that allow you to choose how your savings are invested. If you don't want to manage your own investments, you can appoint a money manager to make investment decisions for you. A SIPP is a type of defined contribution personal pension, which means the value of your pension pot at retirement depends on the amount you pay in and the performance of your investments. When you're deciding where to invest your money, you can usually pick from options like stocks and shares, and several types of funds, policies, and trusts. The type of investments you choose might depend on your long-term goals, current circumstances, how much risk you're willing to take, and your market knowledge and investment experience. If you have limited experience or confidence in making investment decisions, you can pass the responsibility onto a money manager to make these decisions for you. You can continue to pay into a SIPP even if you change jobs or stop working. In addition, your employer can choose to contribute to your SIPP. Once a SIPP is up and running, it acts much the same way as most other pensions. The government will provide tax relief on eligible contributions. You can ask your employer to make additional contributions, although they're not obliged to do so, and its value will rise and fall with the performance of its investments. Because SIPPs require a more hands-on approach than other types of pensions, you'll need to keep an eye on its performance and make ongoing investment decisions. You can usually manage your SIPP online. A SIPP is an option if you want to combine your pension pots into one single fund and then actively manage the money yourself, or with the help of a money manager. This is in contrast with other types of pensions, where your pension provider will make all the decisions about how to invest your money. There are many different SIPPs available, and they have different fee structures, so it's important to check and compare your options carefully. SIPPs may come with setup fees in addition to annual management fees and trading charges. You should also check for exit fees and any charges you could incur if you decide to draw an income from your SIPP. Always seek professional advice if you're not sure if a SIPP or any other type of financial product is right for you. Some providers offer SIPPs where the investments have already been chosen. These are called Readymade SIPPs. These providers typically allow you to choose from a small range of ready-made SIPPs to match your own investment goals. Once you've chosen a ready-made SIPP, your provider will continue to manage it for you. There are some benefits to a ready-made SIPP portfolio. For example, ready-made SIPPs are quick to set up and require less hands-on involvement. They will also be managed by experts. However, you won't be able to choose individual investments or change your investments to react to markets. There's also often a higher minimum investment amount, and you might have to pay higher annual charges. You might also hear about group self-invested personal pensions, also called G-SIPPs. A G-SIPP is a collection of SIPPs held with the same provider, usually set up by an employer on behalf of its employees. This allows easier setup and administration compared to each individual employee arranging their own SIPP. There will usually be a default investment choice, but employees have the option of picking from other available investments with that provider should they wish. There are some additional benefits of G-SIPPs, like enabling employees greater purchasing power for assets such as commercial property. Otherwise, G-SIPPs work in the same way as regular SIPPs. A SIPP can be accessed from the age of 55, rising to age 57 by 2028, no matter who your provider is. But you can leave your savings invested for longer if you prefer. The value of your SIPP will be the result of the total amount of contributions paid into it, the length of time those contributions had to grow, the performance of its investments, and the amount of fees that were charged. When you decide to take money out of your SIPP, your options are very similar to those of other pensions. You could take all of it out as a lump sum or take a smaller lump sum and leave the rest invested. You could draw down smaller amounts on a regular basis or buy an annuity. Or you could leave it all invested for access at a later date when you need it. Bear in mind that 25% of the amount you take out is tax-free, but you'll need to pay tax on the rest. This will contribute to your annual earnings and could lift you into a higher income tax bracket depending on how much you withdraw and when. Remember, pensions are an investment. As with all investments, the value of your pot can go down as well as up over time. Your capital is at risk. Thanks for watching. For further information on SIPPs and other types of pensions, take a look at our Pensions Explained Centre. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you next time.